think I do. I kind of do. Just a little bit. Okay. I don't really like to wear like light colors that much. But something is kind of cute maybe about this. I don't know. I've been feeling a little fluffy. But, in the abdominal area. But it's all right. Okay. So, um, I don't think this is the necklace for me today. Oh well, it's gonna be what it is for now. Because I gotta finish getting dressed anyway. Oh. Oh. What about something like that? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, hold on one second. Okay, yeah, okay, so anyways, I hope y'all enjoying your day so far. Like I said, I'm just threw something on real quick to do this video. Let me see, take this one off. Not really suiting my sweater the way that I wish it was. Okay, let's see. All right, so I don't really like that either. Maybe if it's like that, but okay, forget it. It's where is that? All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go into Ezekiel real quick. I don't know what the heck, and I just had to go here real quick. I'm like, hold on, why does feel like, or a sense of something that I feel has been going on or has going on? You know, like I'm just thinking like, you know, where are my dearly departed? You know what I'm saying? I try not to keep a close, you know, I used to keep a close, probably a tight hold on, not really, just for safety, you know, like just how I feel, okay? But someone, you know, whom I looked up to at some point in time, you know, was saying something about, you know, keeping a tight leash. I'm like, I wonder if that should be something I should do or not. But anyways, like I said, it's the whole point is I don't like to be like, I don't like nobody trying to have control over me, even though that's what they always come in doing. And you know what I'm saying, I don't like to have nobody having control over me. So again, we split the deck here, and we have the Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. Okay, so this makes me think about the light that's behind the eye, possibly. You know what I'm saying? That I am. Okay, that light behind that pyramid or whatever, or the triangle on the dollar sign. I feel like that is the Holy Spirit, like this something that's this force, maybe to be reckoned with or not. All right, and then we have Thekla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. So, wow. Those are two powerful cards here, okay, today that we're dealing with. So let's go on and see what we're talking about. Because I think we are in Empress energy here. The Empress is dealing with Lord God, or a Lord God energy. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Because I'm trying to see if this is just, I just feel so like pale or something. Hold on. I don't even know if that's going to work to bring any of the color back into my skin right now. Okay. But whatever. It's going to be what it's going to be. And so anyways, let me go ahead and put these away here. Okay. So, yeah, distance. Yeah. So I feel like that's what the energy is distance. Right now when it comes to something. I mean, we do have this Apollyon, Abaddon, the Biden energy here, with the King of the Knight of Pentacles. My fault. And it is kind of like the Red Sea is underneath his feet, or splitting the Red Sea, or maybe it has something to do with the Red Sea, because again, the tarot is in the Torah, and the Torah is in the tarot. Okay, Ezekiel's will is the will in tarot. Okay. And I did a video on something like that. We also did like something about a boat too. Okay, whatever ship or whatever they might have been, craft or whatever they've been traveling on back then. You know what I'm saying? When it goes back to not Persian. Maybe it is Persian. I can't remember. But it's one of those goodness. Venetian. Okay. Venetian boats and stuff like that, which I don't know what it is about them boats, but I just love them. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the silly person in the sea with a Venetian ship right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a yacht. That's just me. Okay. So anyway, so let's go ahead and just pull one of these cards right here just to get the mood of the day. So we're dealing with some powerful feminine energy here today. Okay. These are the two cards that I found here that have fallen on the floor when I came in here, and sometimes that means something. We got the Lover's card and we got the Hangman, but the Hangman is standing up straight for some reason, straight back. All right. And then we're going to see what kind of like current move or flow, you know, we dealing with or whatever. All right. And then we're going to go right up in to 25 because I wanted to do 17. But when I opened up the Bible, I had stuff written, you know, in 26 and okay, shyness. Okay, so maybe we're dealing with somebody because I do feel like, okay, we have shyness and joy. Okay, I do feel like, you know, I think that this, you know, this may be joyful on my part and shyness when I feel like it's somebody like, I do feel like there's an energy that's a protector or something, possibly that's been standing off in the sidelines as like an ancestor or a guide or something like that, a son maybe. I don't know. But, you know, like I said, it did help me sleep a little bit better last night, but I was still like, yeah. So we have love. Let's see. Oh, but behind that, we have sorrow. Okay. So again, somebody's going to be in sorrow and somebody about to be in love. So let's see who it's going to be. All right. Let's go ahead and go into this real quick. I just wanted to get that current like mood and flow. So we're dealing with powerful feminine energy here. Or like the goat, I guess, when it's talking about that power or that feminine power. And then we're dealing with, you know, again, joy, shyness, love, and sorrow. Okay, so let's see. All right. Because I feel like I'm thinking the sorrow might be something that can't be fixed, but I'm just somebody that think that that's not ever true, really. That, you know, things can always be adjusted. I mean, maybe I'm just someone that don't take no for an answer unless it's invading somebody's privacy or their space. But like if you try to tell me like I can't go here or something like that, you know, I'm probably just gonna want to go a little bit more. And that's just me. Okay, so let's go here. All right. So I feel like they are trying to tell me something about Tyree. When we're talking about Tyree energy, for some reason it does draw me back to the Empress card. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull her out to see what we can pull out of the image, out of the images there. Okay, and then once we read, you know, this is one of those things where I feel like we're gonna be pulling as we read. Okay. Come on, where you at, girl? Where you at? Yeah, because I feel like something strange has maybe occurred or something like that. I might have missed something. And I feel like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got this King of Pentacles being left behind in the deck when I picked it up here. So I don't know. And then we got the Empress on the top. So let's see. All right. Because like I told y'all, this right here, this energy right here of this water coming down the side right here, that stream, it almost making me think about a stream of income, okay? But it seemed like, oh, now would you look at that? Okay, I see what kind of day this about to be. I already see what kind of day this about to be. So again, Tyree, I told y'all these are some little tiny ships down here, okay? And I keep telling you it's like ships of Tyree or Tarshish, okay? For some reason, that's just what they're giving me. But there's also entities down there as well. And I can't see that good because I don't have my glasses in here. But there's also some entities down there. Okay? So yeah, let's go. You know, because again, we looked at the coat of arms yesterday with that lion on it. And then we got the wheat down here at her feet here. But again, that's what I said. Maybe that's that ancestor or something. Because it's like a stronghold. Like I told you guys about the strong arm that was above that crest, and it had a bunch of like wheat in its hand. And then we have this here. So I feel like whatever this is, yesterday when we tapped into that energy yesterday, you know what I'm saying, and brought up how this, because there was other names like Burr and Hayes that were supposed to be added into that list, even though I'm not giving every single name, you know what I'm saying, that the ancestors give me a beware of. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing about the children, what brought me to Ezekiel was who's going to suffer for the sins of the father, if they not, if they are, whatever. So that's where we're going to go later. But right now, I just want to go here so we can kind of lead ourselves over to that portion. And I don't know why I'm here. I'll give you my portion, okay? Dude, I feel like there has been an alteration here. You know, I'm hearing something like I'm shy about you. If I move too slow, okay? So this, I feel like this do have something to do with the Empress energy. And we're going to go ahead and go into it, okay? So it says, then the Lord's message came to me again. He said, son of dust, look towards the land of Ammon. So again, when we talk about Ammon, I did videos on different places that I think are talking about Ammon or Hammond. Like Indiana or whatever, okay? So again, I know that name is kind of like a name in the family, and I feel like I think they do live in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken, okay? Some cousins or whatever. And so, you know, it goes back to one of those names on the coat of arms or whatever, okay? And so that's what I'm thinking, because I feel like this has to do with some kind of familial drama, some kind of familial ties, some lies, spies. And look at when I said spies. We got the moon card right here, okay? And there's an eye right in here, like with this crow around it, but the sun is in there too. But the moon is kind of like the eye, okay? And then we have a tower moment here, okay? Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. And then also like this card right here, you know, that's facing me here, also gives me that energy of somebody, you know, the Four of Cups is the cup in the normal deck where, in the regular deck, that there's a man sitting under the tree with his arms folded and somebody's trying to offer him a cup, but he already satisfied with the 3 that he got. He don't want that cup. And this cup, it just so happens in this cup, it's all nice and shiny and colorful and everything like that. And these cups are just cups. They don't even look that fascinating, but you know, the person was neglecting to take this, which was coming straight from the hand of, I think, an angel or something on that card, okay? But in this card, at least she's sitting there like, oh, I don't really want to, but I guess, you know, like, damn. You know, so like her hand is kind of like touching the bowl, like, all right, I'll take it already. You know, it's like kind of like snotty like that, you know, and I feel like kind of like that's the energy that I do get from some divine masculines and feminines in general. Like, I don't know what it is about everybody hate the Empress. Everybody want to be the Empress, but they hate the Empress. And then maybe if they get a taste of being the Empress, they wouldn't want to be the Empress no more. I'm just saying, you can't just be the Empress. The Empress is born with that fucking crown on her head, regardless. It's something that you already, you might have been preparing for it, but in the good, that crown of glory is going to go wherever. Again, this is the Holy Kabbalah talks a lot about the Shekinah or Shekinah, whatever you want to call it. And again, this is that light here behind that eye. And also, if you look at the moon, like I said, where do the moon? It's still the sun. It's still the sun. Maybe that's why that sun card tried to come out, because even if you look at that moon card, you can't even have the sun card is just the sun, okay? The sun card just got the sun on it. But the moon card, every moon card in every deck have the moon and the sun, because the sun gives light to the moon. So even though the moon may be trying to be exalted above, the sun still gives light to the moon. And then if you look at the High Priestess card, the moon is, again, at her feet. It's of the water, right? But it's at her feet. So again, that gives me that Islamic or that Moorish energy here. You know, it gives me the energy, like I said. Now I'm going to see who may be about to get this tower moment right here, because, you know, daytime is probably up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, maybe this Page of Wands energy. Somebody else about to start using a wand, a youthful person. Like somebody is about to take the torch or something, I feel like, from somebody else. Like an older leader, male leader, okay? I don't know. Okay, so we got the Empress here, and she's you know, about to give birth. You know, she's maybe I don't know. About to give birth to the earth, the world. I don't know. It's making me think about Jupiter energy here. But the moon is up there by her head, okay? Wow. So we got hope in big water and murky thoughts. Okay, so again, let's go ahead and read what we're reading here, because I feel like, yeah, this is maybe going to clear some things up. I feel like this is telling that this is going to bring some clarity to something. Okay? So again, it says, look toward the land of Ammon and prophesy against its people. Okay. And matter of fact, we just drove through there on our way. I think we did. Yeah, on our way to our little road trip that we took. Okay. And it says, tell them, listen to what the Lord God says, because you scoffed when my temple was destroyed and mocked Israel in her anguish and laughed at Judah when she was marched away captive. Therefore, I will let the Beduins from the desert to the east of you overrun your land. Okay. I don't know why I'm even thinking Amen, like Amen Ra. Therefore, I will let the Beduins from the desert to the east of you overrun your land. They will set up their encampments around you. They will harvest all of your fruit and steal your dairy cattle. Okay, so the fruit and the dairy cattle to me is making me think about children. When we talk about desert, it makes me think about Moab. Okay, it does. Okay, excuse me, it does makes me think about like the Shriners or whatever. Okay, I don't know, a lot about the swastika has been popping back up. So I'm just wondering if I can pull on what that real energy was, because throughout the indigenous community and other communities, people have a different represent. We don't see it exactly how they showed us in school. Like, oh, this swastika is this. We know that it had an older meaning, but a lot of people are saying that it's a meaning of people of color that had that sign. But it's really I guess this can also drive that wedge between the earth joining with the earth and then going against each other. So that's these illegal immigrants that are coming in versus the little bit of the American Indians that are left. Some that didn't get deported or not in jail or whatever. They may be trying to put into mental prisons or whatever. Okay. I feel like this is possibly talking about that. Okay. And the temple being destroyed, what I'm saying, could also be somebody's mind. Okay. This could be somebody's mind that's being destroyed. But I feel like what they're saying, I didn't like the fact that today in the media, somebody was talking about, it was called the Drake Foundation or something for people with something about something in the sports, okay? And it was saying something about like abusive nature within sports to stand up for those people. And then they kept saying something about mental illness. I get so aggravated when I feel like people try to play me with that energy of mental illness when I am a seer. It just is no other way around it. I am almost like that oracle of God in my eyes. Okay, you don't have to see it that way. I'm going to be able to tell you something a little bit different or a little bit more than what your pastor would be able to. I feel like pastors, we can even be talking about the NOI, and we can be talking about big churches and stuff like that from the South and things. Pastors that are very popular on YouTube. These are the kings that hate a particular woman. They've hated women in certain instances in this text before, and they don't like what they see in front of them, and that's just what the problem is. They don't like that I say it how I say it and how I feel when I sense it, and that's what it is. All right. And I feel like some of these masculines are low-key possibly from those groups or those tribes or those nations or whatever, and I feel like it's a slow burn coming into the Midwest when it comes to Muslim energy, and I feel like a lot of it is pouring in even from the north. Possibly from like Canada. They have, there's a lot of people that went there with Obama, that came from these particular places here. Okay, and I feel like I feel like whatever that is coming down into the Midwest. All right. I feel like, again, if you go back into history, there was a lot of Moorish energy, when it comes to Chicago or Chicago. And I feel like, yeah, we see that too, but I still think that it was still some other people there, some originals. There's always going to be the originals or the OGs to me, and then anybody else came after that. All right. So, founders, to found or find something, once you do that research on that term in etymology, you'll see that it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the first thing that was there. Okay. So it says, yeah. So mocked and Israel in her anguish, okay, and laughed at Judah when she was marched away captive. Therefore, I will let them come upon you, okay, And it said they will set up their encampments around you, and will harvest all your fruit and steal your dairy cattle. So I feel like this is talking about like women that could, we are talking about handmaid's tale energy here, and this is talking about children. This is also talking about Jinn energy. Okay, from that prophecy that was supposed to happen this within this year. Okay, last year and this year in the same place, which I think after doing research in this area, I feel like it was here. Okay, same name and everything. Okay, and so with Elijah and Esther, all right, which is Sheba, and Elijah could have been like a Solomon energy. Okay, um, yeah, so that's what I feel, that there's a lot of the serpents. We talked about that the other day. There's a lot of different vipers, okay, that den of brooding vipers. These are its feminine energies that's hissing at the empress and hissing at whatever is going on in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Slithering around trying to make their way to, you know what I'm saying, these kings or whatever. That again, in that Sekhmet energy, she is sent to be protectors of them. People think that she's jealous, but no, she's just protectors of them. That's why she don't really be all trying to micromanage what they doing. You know, and I feel like that's just how it's going to always be. It's always going to be a sense of love for these individuals. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it's going to be. That don't mean that, you know, I don't know where that's going to, you know, but I just feel like that's what it's always going to be. Okay. Like some type of like a connection. It's like whatever. When you're dealing with beings and stuff like that, and you're dealing with God, you're going to have to deal with different people, just like Jesus would have had to. Okay. Yeah. So again, set up among you, and they will harvest all your fruit. Okay. Yeah. True. 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 Okay. And I will turn the city of Rabbah into pastures for camels, and all of the country of the Amorites. I feel like this is talking about maybe even, oh, okay, wait, because a picture of my mind, something just popped up in my mind of a map, okay, of the of America, of the Americas, all from Canada all the way down, and a portion of it is missing. New York is missing. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember back a couple years ago when people were talking about like these prophecies or these things that were going to maybe occur with New York underwater. Okay, I don't know, I'm hearing hurricane. Okay, but that would be something, because that would be that chunk, like I keep saying, the Midwest is that handle to the sword that goes down into the South. Okay, that's 69, or that Cancer energy. And then you have, you know, the two handles that come out, you know, like the sun coming from the east and the west, right? And then I told you, I don't know if it's like Russia, the USSR again, off to the west, okay, the northwest. And then I felt like something else is taking over here in the from the New York, or from that portion of the land over to the Midwest. So that would include Ohio, Indiana, and those particular states all the way from New York. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if this is like a literal flood, or if this is talking about all of the people that have flooded into New York. Okay. It's almost like your ancestors was taken out by the hands of these people, like whatever his name is. We can't even say that many names no more on here like that, but y'all know who I'm talking about, because all them people, you know, it's just my opinion that something else strange happened in New York when it comes to casualties, when it comes to the vid. And that's just what I'm going to say. All right. And so I feel like that was to make room for these new people coming in, this new flood of people. We already know that, you know, they say that Dallas and other places are like melting pots, but I think that New York is a really, you know, it's a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it's one of the most, you know. All right. So yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's funny that we pulled up that moon energy and the tower energy here. So I'm wondering what that have to do with. Rabbah into a pasture for camels, and all the country. See, a pasture for camels. Not to say nothing funny or whatever, but I'm just saying, you know, that in the instance where, you know, what they call people, those bad terms that they use for certain people. we do know when they were mentioning again allegedly on the news that they were bringing people in here. Sometimes you look at the border and you see a whole bunch of dark skinned people. And then when you look at the border, you see a whole bunch of people, Arabic descent. And so I'm just wondering what we're talking about here. And then all the children that were taken from Texas into New York. It's like, what is going on here? I don't like the energy. I don't like the energy. I feel like it is a very, like, let me cater to you energy, but these people are doing something else here, or were at some point in time with these children. Like I said, when we was calling it out, I don't know, man. I don't know, but it just is something that puts something in my stomach when I'm seeing it. This could also, yeah, because I feel like these are the people. Yes, these are the people I feel are linked to the abuse claim that I have on the state of Wisconsin. Okay, for what they did funky with my D baby. That's my grandbaby. Okay, and so I called it out a while back or whatever, and I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. I send shit to source, and I'm just trying to see why he had me come here. Mm, yeah. Mm. And I feel like this had to do with children. I feel like somebody was even trying to take over some, because we talk layers here. We talk about things past, present, future, seen and unseen here. That's what an oracle or somebody that does this type of work is going to do. Okay, and with visions and dreams, because I've been sleeping like for 3 days straight. I've been just taking, I don't know what been going on, but it's been a lot of stuff coming in. So yeah, I feel like some these people are taking some fruit, maybe even some fruit or children that didn't even belong to them or whatever. Yeah, this is what I feel, that we've already been broken up into these sectors or these jurisdictions here, and this is about trade, or this is about somebody losing power or something like that, and going to have to lose their, like on Handmaid's Tale with of Fred, how they had their own little districts or whatever. Even in Hunger Games, I think. Okay, I remember David Icke used to talk a lot about that. Yeah. Okay, a pasture for camels, and all the country of the the Ammonites, into a wasteland where flocks of sheep can graze. Then you will know I am the Lord. Okay, so I do feel like this is somebody doubting that this is somebody trying to prove that they are the Lord. Okay, and we question a lot about the Lord's power over God's power. Okay, so I feel like this might be a threat coming from one of those bloodlines yesterday, or this may be my ancestors telling them, because I work alone and these people work in flocks and groups. Okay, so this could be my ancestors' way of telling them something. But I feel like this is like something. I don't know. I'm hearing like this is like war. Like, I mean, I don't mean to say that, but I'm just saying it's like this is perfect. Like, this is something personal to me. All right. Wow. Okay. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. Let me go get my glasses. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me get my glasses. Hold on. Don't look at my map. All right. My fault. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Because I'm getting real hot right now while I'm even doing this. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like this is somebody trying to, they're puffing up their chest. Okay, we're gonna have to pull cards real quick. I'm just gonna hold it in my hand, and I'm just gonna, when I feel like I need one. Okay, I feel like this is somebody puffing up their chest here. Even maybe somebody mocking the fact of somebody stating claim to who they was recently. Okay, and then somebody saying, yeah, well, this, and that, or this is what, again, judgment. I'm telling you, somebody did this about judgment, dude. Somebody that been getting away with something for a very long time, and I feel like it has to do with whatever they've been doing with the Empress. Now, again, if I pull the Empress in reverse, sometimes I feel like this is somebody that's trying to be, but I don't know. Maybe this is somebody taking a stand here. And it says, for the Lord God says, because you clapped and stomped and cheered in glee at the destruction of my people, okay? Therefore, I will lay my hand heavily upon you, delivering you to many nations for devastation. I will cut you off from being a nation anymore. But I do feel, now let me tell you what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like, you know, this is what I've been trying to, because again, Esther in the story, like we were doing, what she saved like 90,000 people. And remember we said, we seen that Biden was talking about those people that were being deployed. And when we broke down deployed, it meant scattered or sent. And he made a mistake and said that shit and I caught it. And it kind of was like around the time of that 90, the numbers were matching and everything. I can't remember exactly. You'll have to go back to the video, but I feel like people were laughing probably about this. But I feel like also somebody might be upset with me for calling out the energy of the illegal immigrants that are coming into the land. Because I don't care what you say. We could talk about this Bible all day. But we already know the story is that we allow people to come into thine borders and from real high, from scoping the scene, looking down in our valleys and hills and shit and seeing what we was doing. Just like in National Geographics back in the 80s when they used to sit in the bushes and watch, you know, Africans dance and shit and see what they do and then try to figure out what they, just like they go to Jamaica and they do TV shows and sit there and talk with these women and things and then bring all the recipes and stuff back to the Americans and use them. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's usury, because I feel like there was something about usury also that I was just reading into. So, yeah, it was a definition I think I was looking up. And so I feel like this is the same thing here. And you know, like I said, it's always going to be Erica first for me up in this motherfucker to the day I stop breathing. And so again, if they're going to have some other kind of programs for these people, that's fine. But don't bring them in here in a way for them to be able to gain generational wealth right away by giving them all these things and delivering these things. But what you want to give the American Indians is some free, you know, freebies or whatever, and not nothing that's going to build generational wealth or promote these people to want to do something even more. Okay. All right. So again, I don't know. Like I said, this could be going both ways. I like to look at it that way. All right, so I'll cut you off from being a nation anymore, and I will destroy you, and you shall know that I am the Lord. So I feel like this might be okay. I think this might be one of these tarot. You know what? I think this represent her energy here, but she can't move motherfucking me. All right, that's what I'm saying. They still full rain. Even if we talk about the moon energy, it's full rain. You see what I'm saying? They don't think I know the history of the Haitian energy behind them. So again, maybe even Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't, like, if they want to come for me, I see more than what the fuck I say I see. All right. Yeah. So I feel like this, the only way that they can do this is by infiltrating or bringing in another emperor, one of my emperors or one of my kings. All right. And if they did that, right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how they would have went about some documents doing that, but I don't see how that would be really possible without me knowing about it. All right. I don't see how that would be possible without me knowing about it or agreeing to it. But it could be. Hey, these people feel like they can do whatever they want around here. All right. So I feel like this. I feel like, yeah, maybe this is something right here where somebody, okay, because we do have the scorpionic energy, even though I know that, okay, yeah. So this is the other scorpion energy. Okay. So even we know on the moon card here, okay. All right. When we know what we're dealing with the moon card, okay. All right. Because I think a lot of people like foreign cards. So I think they just don't like when I be saying what I be saying. But at the same time, you can bring the motherfuckers over here, but they ain't going to be sitting on top of no motherfucking American Empress. And you can go on and try to falsify some documents and make somebody foreign all the fuck you want. They ain't going nowhere, especially not me. All right. So again, when we look at this energy here, you know, I told y'all this is that energy of the water and then a scorpionic energy coming through the water. Okay. And he is on the sand, just like it's talking about the sand something here. Okay. And then we did talk, like I said, the sun and the moon also linked to one of these scorpionic energies, which I feel is now, okay, now I'm feeling like there is an energy that something did happen to a masculine and one of these bitches did it. All right. Either they've been wiped clean, they're mental or something like this, or something happened to this person and they're not on this plane no more, and somebody just going to go ahead and take over the goods, not knowing that the first wife of that motherfucker was over here. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the case that we're talking about, okay? And I feel like I felt a sense of silence, you know, but I feel like because somebody feel like I came against New York in any kind of way, that they going to rally together and try to come against the motherfucking Empress because her emperor is not here anymore. And I feel like that's what we're talking about here. And because they got some of these other masculines by the you know what, okay? So it's funny about that foundation and now mental illness and somebody trying to disqualify. I'm just saying, you sick as hell. It's not going to happen. All right. So we got the scorpionic energy coming out of the water, but also we have, look, all these little tiny people coming up around the border, the southern border. Okay. We have all those people coming up around the southern border here. We got these canines or for Canada or Canaan energy here. Okay. And we have these two towers here. I feel like these two towers represent something that might be already destroyed here. Okay. Some walls. This might be the walls to somebody's. This might be talking about also the destruction of a temple, like a feminine's body parts, her womb, possibly. These could be sick motherfuckers that look like you, that represent the indigenous community, that's going in and meeting with people and families and learning how they can get in contact or access to bodies, right? Or vassals, and sterilize them or do things because they're jealous because they can't handle the fact that they man wanted another fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? And this is how real and legit and true this shit get. And that's why, okay, so now I see why I'm getting hot. Now I see, but it don't matter about the moon being mad. The sun gave the motherfucking light to the moon, bitch. The matter of fact, and the sun was with this sun before the sun even really was fucking with this moon like that. All right. So at the end of the day, that there's only that one wife. And I feel like this is what they're trying to do, lilify somebody or make that person as the first wife. And that's the only motherfucking wife of, if we want to go ahead and say, an Adam energy. All right. So again, this sun is still going to shed manna. It's going to still sprinkle. I'm hearing sprinkle me, baby. Okay. It's still going to. So I feel like this is something going on between this energy, because I feel like that energy of New York still think that they got ties. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to here. Okay. In these places in the Midwest as well. Okay. And so again, it's saying, I will cut you off from being. So this is somebody that's also probably trying to get whoever they're with to go against the Empress and sell the Empress, or buy and sell or trade or something, the Empress or her things or something of that nature. And it could be also the Empress saying, oh, what you did to me is going to happen to you. Okay. It could be that energy too. All right. Because you know, it's like almost that energy of you can't move. So whatever they're holding back, finances or children or something like this from some kind of union here. Okay, they're doing it for a reason, so that this woman of Israel would not have a way to protect herself. She might be haughty, she might sit on her seat, but I've been holding on to her funds or her goods that come from her husband that I shouldn't even have my hands on in the first motherfucking place, because this would be something that this person must have built. What did it say here? Possessions? I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession, and they shall set their palaces in thee, and make their dwelling in thee. And they shall eat thy fruit, and they shall drink thy milk. Okay. So again, I don't know what I feel like this is something that happened maybe even December 25th, like 2 years ago. I think this is something that happened here. So what source is doing is showing me thine enemies to be able to make better judgment calls of who's coming around your energy now, since I got you secluded again. That's what this is. It's a shame. But again, they can be the Lord all they want. They're not God. So I listen to God, and I listen to what God say. I question what the Lord God say, and I question what the Lord say. So I don't know. But then again, I feel like being in a situation before you step into that full whatever, that I feel like that is it still means that you're a Lord to the people, in the eyes of the people, because they've been worshiping idols, right? Or looking to idols for whatever, okay? Or elevating or exalting idols into places of power when it comes to the United States corporation, or the U.S. corporation, okay? All right. So let's see. Yeah, so somebody wants to destroy someone, okay? But I feel like this is a confusion when it comes to spiritual ranking, bloodlines, and lineage here. And the Lord God said, because the Moabite, what I just tell you? Who I just tell y'all sense that we talking about here? So again, this is sorrow, love, sorrow, and shyness here. Okay, this may have been somebody was too shy to even say how they felt about somebody. You know what I'm saying? And missed out on a chance here, okay, by not stepping up or stepping out. And so the joy is going to go to somebody that's either coming back into somebody's life, or somebody that recently left, or somebody that's new that's coming in. I don't know. I feel like that's the energy. Because we got this 4 of Cups here. This is the cup that was denied, or the cornerstone rejected, that the builders rejected. You see what I'm saying? And why rejected? Because they will not agree to do possibly these things that these people were actually doing. This is what I feel, okay? This is somebody that they would sit back and say is like, act like they a goody two shoes, and then they try to go in your past and find stuff, or if they can't find stuff about you right now, they'll try to make something or lie or just do some foul shit to each other in order to get to whatever they trying to get to or gain control. It's more about a power struggle here. Okay, have said that Judah is not better off than any other nation. Okay, since they have said this, since Moab. Now let's listen to who's saying this. All right, it's saying since Moabites have said that Judah, okay, maybe the lion's whelp, I think that's who Judah is no better off than any other nation. So we got 9-10. There go that 9-10 popping back up. We also got the 8 here. So even this is making me think like this was magic being used. Again, we got that 8 or that affinity sign, or again, like I said, when it comes to the magician, that infinity sign. I'm even hearing like 808 and heartbreaks, okay? Wow. It says, therefore, I will open up the eastern flank of Moab, wiping out her frontier cities, the glory of the nation, Beth Jeshimoth, Baal, Meon, Kiriathim, and Budin, the Beduins tribes, from the desert to the east. From the desert to the east will pour in upon her. I don't know if we're talking about, I don't know why I hear the Suez or something. Even shit, I'm thinking somebody might be suing somebody or something too. Okay? Will pour in upon her, just as they will upon Ammon, and Moab will no longer be counted among the nations. I don't know if this is Mormon energy. I don't think so. Also, but they are pretty free people to do and build as they please. Nobody really mess with them. Okay, among the nations. Thus I will bring down my judgment. Look, what card is the only card we got sitting up in here? Now that just popped up out of that deck. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't get the lighting right for nothing up in here. Oh, you know what? That's probably better. Okay. I'm back of my legs sweating on this damn leather chair. Okay, let me calm down. I'm gonna finish this little piece or whatever, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay. But it's saying, thus I will bring down my judgment upon the Moabites, and they shall know that I am the Lord. And the Lord God says, because the people of Edom have sinned so greatly by avenging themselves upon the people of Judah. Okay, let's turn it this way. All right. Avenging themselves on the people of Judah. Because Edom is the cattle. This is the thing I feel. Possibly. And Judah are the lions. So even when we looking at our world card here, like, yeah, this burdensome energy is this burdensome energy is like too much. Like I said, this is the energy of an empress, dude. Even the emperor got people that he could tell what to do, and they gonna respect him in certain light and do what he do. But when the empress start making you know what I'm saying, making moves, it's only God that even gonna really believe and listen to her in the first damn place. It's really only that high power that she connected to, being his oracle, being his boo. I mean, shit. I mean, that's what she basically is. She may have an earthly, she may have an earthly man around her, whatever, but this empress, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of, I don't know, perseverance here, but there's judgment being called here. Obviously, something is happening where somebody's hearing some cries here. I feel like it's over some lies here. Like somebody was really doing something when it came to some lies. And we got the number 36 sitting here staring at me with this hope big water. Okay? So I feel like, I don't know, this is making me think somebody got to go on like some kind of journey even overseas. And I feel like whatever this is probably something that this feminine energy was supposed to be already doing. But because of 33, okay, the murky thoughts, right? And what she's seeing, yeah. I feel like somebody else might have taken this opportunity, because I feel like everybody want to keep a hold of the empress, but they act like they don't really want to. Damn, I didn't even know it. Yeah, this is the empress card. So we even pulled the empress card here too. And I feel like what they're trying to do is stick the empress with a page of wands here. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, yes. This is what I'm seeing here. I'm just seeing this also being mentioned already. Listen, I feel like they tried to trap the empress with a page of wands. Really, everybody, look how shady all the energy is around the empress. Nobody even really want to. Look how the judgment being called, but the people walking away. Judgment being called, but these rude, or these, you know what I'm saying? These children, unruly. That's what I'm saying. They unruly. And I'm not talking about no little children either. I'm talking about grown ass children. Again, when they're talking about, kill all of the children that's 2 years old and younger, that's also talking about cutting them off from being a nation, those who have been awakening for 2 years. And it just so happens that that's how long my journey has been when it comes to this ascension and getting my abilities, you know what I'm saying, getting better at my psychic abilities, or opening up to that part of me. So I think that that's what they're saying, the newbies or the new bloods, okay? That's what I feel like this new, because they have altered the emperor, okay, and placed him with a phony ass, idealistic, covetous, succubus, feminine energy, okay, to take him away from the true empress. This is what they've been trying to practice the whole time, all right? Or either they killed him and have a replacement that is somebody in the likeness of him that does not know. He did not know the empress. And so what he's going to come in and be inoculated or something by this other feminine energy. And this is like a no holds bar. Like this person will, after being like contaminated with the whatever blood, because I think that these women we're bringing in all these women from these different countries that are very gifted and very highly skilled in some of these things that they have probably known for generations and after generations as being who they are. The American women have lost that. They have lost the capability of doing so. This is why they get whipped so bad by these people when they come in, and nobody want to admit to the spiritual warfare or the witchcraft or the sorcery and shit that's going on. And when our men link up with these women and they're going between us and these women, see, and that's what I'm saying about smelling the stench of these people on. Not saying that they stink, but I'm just saying it's something that that Papa was a Rolling Stone. All this shit has something to do with deeper sorrows. That is the way that families were being built, because again, slavery was more about breeding than anything. So that you get the foreign women in here, they don't really care about the American women. Actually, they jealous of the American women. They get their first chance to put their foot in a red bottom or something, and it sends them fucking nuts. You see what I'm saying? Which they feel like all American women, just because we here in America and we are who we are, that we have these luxuries, or we should be able to do better, or why do they still live in ghettos and stuff like that? They don't understand the real workings of. That's what the problem is with having these people take all these powerful positions in government and politics. It's just what it is. They look at American women like we have it all or something, when we really don't. And when they get here, the first thing they want to do is one up you and make sure they stay away from you and hang with people that's like them, which is no problem. Everybody knows how to do that in communities other than so-called American origines. It's just what it is. And you could be mad all you want. Now, it's less likely that they will come in and want to and be the people that's shooting you in your neighborhoods. Those are the old portions of those blood that been already with us all this time here. Okay? But, and you wonder why why things are that way. No, I'm talking about these are people, they really just want your men. They want your men, your money, your house, your this, your that, whatever the things that they thought that you have. Because they come from somewhere, maybe a third world country, even sometimes in these instances where they didn't have those things. We are different. I'm just saying the sweet potato is different. It's different. And then our men grow accustomed to treating these women and putting them over us, and having somebody like an empress or a queen or somebody like that here in the lands that they will stop giving to and have them thirsty and hungry. It's funny, we were just reading about this in the Kabbalah, that you're going to be hungry and thirsty because they're giving to another bitch from another nation. It just is what it is. But I'm just glad that they think that this time, because we went here and went on and start going ahead and beating on this drum, right? Mentally, right? We got the Knight of Swords, and it's something kicking up around here, just like that horse in the background. We got the sun, okay, which happened to be a feminine energy, all right? Especially when her masculine don't want to show up and show out, all right? Because I feel like we're dealing with air, fire, water, and the soil. We're dealing with some powerful, I'm telling you, the blade of justice is here. All that breadcrumb in American people, okay, and giving so much to other people that come in. And I'm not talking about the people that came in here properly, all right, whatever they call that would be. I'm talking about these people that are allegedly coming into the country. Again, I feel like this is, and the thing is, when you talk about it, you get lashes to your back or your channel or your platform when you bring it up. You see what I'm saying? How they try to, get on them people about the whole border patrol entity or whatever, saying that they were whipping the people and doing all these things. So that could be also talking about this too. Somebody might be like, yeah, you was talking all that trash when my people was coming in here. Well, wait a minute. How these your people when you talking about you American Indian? You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people need to quit. These people are plants. They're agents. They've been planted in our community for you to turn your back on the real ones and start following them and doing the customs and shit that they was doing. And then Enoch said these things that they did with their hands, like, again, they penmanship, taking identities, doing all this shit, trying to kill off bloodlines and shit like that so they can take their wills and trust and everything like that, is coming back on them. Again, because even if they did something to this masculine with these swords, these 3 swords that he have hanging above him that are white, might I add to you, okay? Now, there's nothing, I'm not talking about skin tone. I'm talking about, again, who have been made white. But he still got this golden one underneath his, and if this how this been coming in reverse lately, that sword is on the top now. I feel like they want to represent, like this sword represents somebody else here, is what I feel. When I know what it is. All right. And I feel like, and this is the biggest, longest, strongest one here. All right. And when this masculine, even if he's taking a rest here and not dead, when he step away from this sword right here, shit is a little bit off balance. When he dealing with these, it don't work. They might be suspended in air or in the air, the royal air. But this is the golden child right here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what it is. All right, now this is just a general message. This is, anybody can take it how they want to take it. You got eyes to see, hear, ears to hear. Again, because I ain't never here to tell you anything, right? I'm just sharing what it looked like. I said the star. That's who it is. They want to act like the star is not that bright, and that's what they do. I'm just saying. It just is what it is here. All right? And I feel like maybe this is Queen of Cups energy. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. Like, okay, them emperors want to play games and people want to play games. Then, hey, I guess the other thing would be that, because we got this energy to make me think of Moab, right? I think this is a 9 of Cups. We got these birch trees and water supporting this energy here. I feel like this has something. This is the land of many waters, Minnesota. Go back and watch the video we did on Minnesota. And then Omar, and you know what her name is. I don't know. Okay. This is the energy that we're talking about. They didn't wash their robes or whatever and vesture in white. Okay. And this is the Moab energy to me. And it's in reverse. Queen of Cups, like I said, this is people, feminine energies that are spying on people, watching in the dome of the Capitol and other domes, seeing what they're up to and seeing what they can take from them and storing up all the precious jewels and babies and shit. You see what I'm saying? Up under their throne because they really don't hold the power. They not even really seers, some of these people. That's why she got this shell of Venus right here behind her back, because she's using the nectar of Venus in order to be able to have any of these gifts that they have. All right? What do we have? House 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Again, I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I want to just be able to do that right now and work something like build me a foundation or whatever, and then move on into whatever the hell else I'm going to be doing. Why these people can't stand that. They already thinking the next thing they want to do because they have access. They have access. Governing forces or somebody from high up have given them access to the Empress. So if the Emperor ain't here, then the Empress is really in danger, because that was the only person that had the Empress's back. And maybe even some of his comrades would even know about, I think higher ups know, because I think they the ones that sent them in. They just didn't expect for the two people to connect on that level. Okay, but we do see this bird cage and this energy here in this image. The moon is underwater. All right, we do have feathers here. We have seashells. And then we also have a bird cage where the bird is not in there anymore. The bird then flew out. Okay, then flew the coop. All right. All right, so I'm hearing be free, but be kind. Okay. So again, Ace of Pentacles energy here. Okay, and then we have a Knight of Swords here. Okay. And so let's just keep on reading this. I think it's a little tiny portion left here. All right. I think that one of these feminines got mad that a masculine wanted to go back to, and she might have ranking or power when it comes to governing forces. And the sorrow is that they have changed this masculine with mind control or something in order to get him to forget about the Empress. And maybe his friends are on the same team, because all of these people, again, are trying to keep this Empress and this Emperor apart. In the same time, they're trying to keep this Empress and take away, okay, they're trying to keep her with these heavy burdens, with source in the ancestors said no more. Okay. And if masculines don't want to act right, then we're going to make sure that this time we send somebody in, they're going to be doing what the hell they're supposed to be doing. Somebody wants to get rid of the whole full stability of the Empress energy, period, and have her out as a vagabond, walking and begging, or a beggar, or a widow. All right. And I feel like that's going to be the person that's becoming the widow. Okay. Because again, the same way that she got him is the same way she's going to lose him. And we talking about some secret program in the government. All right. And we talking about some masculine that faked his death, or had to fake his death to leave his family behind to go on this journey, only to come back and, be the only one that can break the seal, right? Or get close to that feminine energy. Right? Because the Empress, she got this cold heart, or this cement heart next to her. So if that's the only one that can come in and break that seal, that Knight of Wands energy here, reptilian energy of that old world, that old blood. So if that's the only one that can break the seal or get into her Akashic, they brought him back. And then he realized how much he still loved this energy, possibly. Or was, checking out his old friends and stuff like that. Whatever tools or resources they have to do so. All right. And I feel like something happened. Possibly. I don't know. Something possibly happened or whatever. I mean, we do have this Page of Cups, but it is in reverse though here. Okay. A fish out of water kind of energy here. Remember, there's no rhyme or reason to why I do these videos or why I got the information or whatever. It's just, I try to stay non-biased. I try to be just like, try to make it, as general as possible. But if it's really feeding on me, like if it's really sitting on me, like it's something that's doing with something me personal, I might say something about it, side comment. Yeah, so again, this is somebody bringing down their judgment upon Moabites. And I feel like this is talking about, like I said, Muslim groups, okay, and Moorish energy. It just is, all right? Because we talk about laws, and this is when God said he's going to make man look real foolish, dog, or some of these people. But then man also remind me of like what my ancestors would have been too. So, yeah. Bring down my judgment. And it also, when it says, and they shall know I am the Lord, it also making me think that, something happened, to somebody, and this masculine is getting back his confidence because they were dealing with feminine energies, which people may mistake me as, that want to bring the man down low and want to sit on him. while she just to prove that it was a matriarchal society. You see what I'm saying? It's that, and maybe that's why this person is shy, because they was dealing with a mean, aggressive, bullying ass, feminine energy. And I'm not talking about just nobody that's just like a little, finicky or like whatever here and there. I'm talking about somebody that's actually just mean, like evil. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And this person probably even was shy to come forward because they see a little spiciness in me, and they might just need to observe and heal and shit. We do have healing here, but karma is going to go around and come around. I'm telling you, whatever the situation. And I do feel like this is something that either has already happened recently within the past 5 years or 2 years, or it's something again that is about to happen again now, because sometimes I can see these narratives return in my life, in the world or whatever. But it's just like a small portion of it that's returning. Okay. It's almost like like how they would do with the art of war, is a little bit at a time here. Okay. And it's like you got to kind of try to like catch it, read between the headlines and things, and catch them in real time. And we are reading from the Living Bible here. Okay, so yeah, these are the people that was sinning so bad over Judah. Okay. I will smash Edom with my fist and wipe out her people. Okay, so I'm thinking Edom. I'm thinking that Henley coat of arms with the wheat being crunched together now. Okay, by that hand, that strong arm that's on top of that. Okay, and again, we have the Empress feeling threatened in her own home. She had been feeling safe all up until a certain point, but then she started feeling threatened, like people were, like rats were getting in the holes or something like this. Okay, or coming too close, right? Missing items from your home, things that you just wonder, this can't be. Why is somebody picking? Why you picking? That's what's that song by Tony Braxton? Why are you picking? Did you know I had your man girlfriend? I'm not thinking about him. Okay. So again, that's that kind of energy that I feel. So I feel a higher power is stepping in here to kind of restrain the wheat, because it's almost like she's separating the wheat from the tares while she's sitting high and looking low. But they don't like that. Who gave her the authority to do that? Who gave her this, and that? Okay. And so again, a lot of times it looked just like wheat, sweet old wheat at first. But again, it can turn real aggressive and angry when they feel like this feminine energy. And that's why I'm telling you, this got to do with possible NOI energy. And I'm telling you what I see when I'm talking about what I'm talking about, and what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of X energy. There's I don't know, there's like a dual kind of something here. X, Obama, Muhammad, not so much king right now. Those are the energies that I'm resonating with though. But I've seen signs of things that they show me, people, faces that you feel like you can trust, that this might be again why motherfucker might be coming at me some kind of way sideways, because I done seen some stuff. I don't feel comfortable saying it. And I feel like it's somebody's time to fall from grace. It's somebody that could have did something, a leader that people look up to, that could have did something, but probably had something to do with the destruction of some of these feminine energies. They may not like feminine energies in their full power and potential. And so what I'm praying about yesterday is what I feel like what we talking about and clarifying today. Out of all the pages in this book we could have turned to, we was going to Ezekiel 17 and we ended up in 25 and 26. And as I'm saying this, the sun is shining bright coming on up in here. So what I'm saying is there's going to be some shyness, some joy, and some love. But I do feel like this is, that's all I can say about that. I can't even let that come out my mouth. Okay. So let's just keep on moving here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now see, they telling me Barbados, like they telling me something about the islands, because it was saying something in one of these texts where these people came from a place where they had got kicked out of. So while we opening up the gates so much, who the fuck is coming in? How are they being vetted? Are we getting all the criminals and everything, and they're just leaving the good people behind, and we getting all of the rubbish? Do you see what I'm saying? That don't make, and somebody mad at me because they're not looking at the larger, they think I'm being racist or I'm being like, oh, I don't want more brown people or what. No, motherfucker, I'm just somebody that followed the code. I already did the research. I'm prepared for this already. It's not because of I don't care what somebody called. We talking about certain groups of people where I know I can sense the calamities that's going to come to Americans, no matter what your skin color is, by the overflow of these people coming in. It is almost, and my skin is just cold and hot. It's almost like that's what it is. It's just Gaia energy. It's just, it's living. It's Gaia energy. And this is what I'm saying. Love, joy, sorrow, and shyness. Somebody is shy that wants to step forward and do something here. And I feel like they need an empress, like a certain type of empress, that's going, even if she a mother and on her, that's going to be able to still stand and do. And I feel like this is what Source is testing some people for right now. Okay, and not only just they got the mouth and the clothes and stuff to dress, that you tactical in a sense, that you logical in a sense, that you done the research about what you gonna know. How we gonna be dealing with foreign women? And this is God saying, she wasn't jealous. She was saying, when you go with these women and you start doing what you doing with them, or men or whoever, okay, you are gonna turn away from me. And when you do that, shit is gonna go bad for you. And we, okay? So that's the tower moment. So things are gonna go bad for we the people. So I don't know what else to tell nobody. It is what it is. You cannot, as many are chosen for certain things and only few selected. But when it comes to the Empress energy, you are born that. Your crown is already activated when you born. It only comes once in a lifetime. This is a thing. All right. And this is why they try to insult and abuse and do all these things to the Empress and keep her on the low and things like that, you know, and keep her money down. You know what I'm saying? Keep her in her bedrobe or her gown or whatever, because, and then they fancify and beautify all these other women with all these eyelashes and shit and put them in front of the men. And what happens? They don't know that they're dealing with foreign women or spies. And that's what I despise. And again, even if they did allow people to go in and be with other people, they could not even act like you want to put another bitch in front of the Empress or God. Like, what are you doing? You're going to try to tear somebody down and make them look stupid. And even when they didn't got whatever they used to have all the time, they still going to be stepping out doing this and not asking nobody for nothing. It's a difference. And judgment is being called. Somebody saying you not, this what y'all want to try to do? Y'all want to try to leave? All the masculines want to leave? All the kings want to leave? And then also want to try to pull some with, and I bet, and I'm telling you, this is y'all women, be careful out there. I know I keep saying something about birth control, but it's just scary because I don't really like those kind of things in my body. But I'm just telling you, somebody is up to no good or has been. And women, American Black, so-called American Indian women are not safe. And the women that you took in and mocked and laughed at, the American women that were standing strong for you, are the ones that are responsible for this. It is lessons that are being taught. Because some damage have been done to some of us that cannot be repaired because you turn your back. We have a short illness here. We have high honors, 25. We have a rich girl. We have the thievery. I'm telling you, it goes this way every time. We confused about who's a more Indian, this and that, and the whole time, the same people is walking out sneaky Pete, I think 7 of Swords, with all your shit. And you didn't even take the time to teach the greats how to even do it on their own. Those that are more spiritual, or the Levites and stuff like that, that are spending more of their time doing something like this, that, you know, y'all sent to work together. But no, that's what I'm saying. These are the cornerstones, or the scapegoats, or the cash cows, or black sheeps of the family that actually did the work. And these are the people you want to sacrifice every time. These are the ones they put up for sacrifice. It's probably 4 or more. And they keep these materialistic whatever. And that's just what they do, okay? But it's saying it's a change here, okay? I'm going to just say it was in reverse here. This person getting on this thing and leaving away. I feel like, you know, they look at me being a more Empress, and the Empress should be sitting back chilling, but she really not. She got a lot going on in her and a lot going on around her, Okay? So they want to judge. They mad because they can't do it. Yeah. So again, we got the court. Makes me think about the royal court and then regular court. Okay? And then because of the good Lord. Okay? All right? And then we have a meeting. Okay? And I feel like this good Lord that she's holding on to as he's walking away, which I feel like this happened with a masculine lately. Okay, even on a spiritual sense that he's gone. Okay, I can't pinpoint who it is, and maybe it's just me being in denial that I don't even want to look that way. Okay, so again, grief and sorrow, because that's what I feel like is going to be here. And then what we're dealing with is his thoughts. Again, this must be, this person has some kind of communication back again here on the high mount. He might be sitting back on his mount though now. Something might have happened. It might be some died for 3 days or something and rose again, because that happened many times throughout the biblical text. I've witnessed it happen. It's happened. All right. It's not just wasn't one time. All right. So it's saying his thoughts. Okay. At 16. So again, this is a young man. This might be talking about teenage love energy here. Okay. Yeah. And then we have the main male in reverse though. Okay. And then legal matters. And then the occupation and a funeral. Okay. Of a rich man. But then there's a marriage here. Okay. I'm saying. And then the journey for somebody. All right. All right. So it's said here that Edom have sinned so greatly by avenging themselves upon the people of Judah. I will smash Edom with my fist and wipe out her people, her cattle, and her flock. Okay. Her flocks. The sword will destroy everything from Teman and Dedan. Again, I feel like this is talking about the Shriners and whatever energy. It could be newer groups today. I'm just saying, this is what this gives me, you know. Moab always makes me think about swords, or we could be talking about King of Swords energy. Okay. The sword will destroy everything from Teman and Dedan. Okay. And it says, by the hand of my people, Israel, this shall be done. They will carry out my furious vengeance. Okay, so I feel like, yes, when we're talking about that energy here, we are talking maybe about, again, let's go ahead to the world card, because I think they tried to hurry up and send in these attacks here, use a little bit of temperance, which is in reverse here, and use the hangman energy. And when the hangman, I feel like this is my masculine just sitting there watching or listening or waiting for me to say something, you know, or to wake him back up, because just like in American Gods, when Tech Boy had Bilquis had to go kind of like in his mind and kind of just wake him back up. Like, boy, you a king, you know, like, boy, you could do this or whatever. You strong enough to do this or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we have Sneaky Pete energy, because this is what they doing. They hiding within 9/10 and taking your shit. Okay, again, and none of your people will help reach out to help you, show you how to get it back. Even though they know they don't have to like hand it to you. Nobody's asking for nobody to do it for you. But again, it just is what it is. All right. I'm hearing lean on me, okay? Because again, they're giving unfairly. They're breadcrumbing the ones clothed with sun, which is the gold here, and they're weighing out the scales and balance of justice for those who are of the blue or maritime energy. It's just what it is. That's the immigrants that's coming in, and also the ones that have already been here, probably third generation. They're letting them into the justice system. Libra energy here. And then even in the pocket here, you got this red paper, because these people is working for the same team. That's why they get justice from this person, which is a lord. Okay, and these people is just getting crumbs. And they got more pentacles above their head. You see what I'm saying? And didn't I just say third generation? Because this how long you've been getting breadcrumb, Americans. Okay, this how long you've been getting breadcrumb. And then look, this is even a new lord. He only been here look like 1 year, 1 century, 1 decade, 1 minute. Woo! I feel like this is a masculine energy that has just come into my energy, and I said, hold on, I don't know you. Back the hell up. Like I said, this is not physical here. This is me on another, you know what I'm saying? I call it the clear port. Okay, because I don't know, it's like the universe is around my motherfucking head and something else flowing through my body. And it's just like, I'm like, hold on. No. And it's almost like somebody took down an emperor or one of my close emperors, okay? And because maybe they was jealous or something like this, or they wanted the prize. And now we dealing with somebody here new, but they still breadcrumbing. They still breadcrumbing. I ain't gonna lie and say it feel like some of these emperors wasn't doing the same, okay? And they were splurging on foreign energies, because they, you know, just because they were actually meeting with these women, possibly, okay? But they didn't do that with me. And it's almost like, it's cool. Like Eartha Kitt, when she said that day, some of the men that cared the most for her and did the most for her was the ones she never even touched. I'm like, okay, I can see where you're going with that, Eartha. Let's just go ahead and keep it that way. Until it's time. It also shows a sign of respect. So, that's why I don't get too jealous or too mad or whatever when I feel like that's what they doing with these women. I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to know yourself, I guess, so you don't get bothered by stuff like that. And this is just real life to me. That's why I talk about it like this. And I feel like that's why society is trying to use crafty counsel here, okay? They're trying to probably move somebody off the calmer waters here. I feel like there is a King of Cups that may be in reverse here, okay? Possibly because of a Queen of Swords and what she was doing, okay? Moab energy, I'm just telling you. Moshe energy, whatever. All right, Moon energy. Swoop down low, allodial energy, whatever energies. This is what the energies is. Saki, whoever. Yeah, we got a King of Pentacles in reverse. All these illusions and stuff they've been sending in reverse. I'm looking for this World card though. I feel like they still doing magic. Yeah, they want to lead the Empress out in the cold. They didn't want her to have a twin flame, a twin ray, or a soulmate. I'm telling you, they worked hard in whatever they did to try to do this and turn this wheel of fortune against the favor of the Empress. And I feel like the ancestors are speaking. Because they want to block her from some kind of happiness. Keep her bound, blinded, and gagged here. In a jar. You know what I'm saying? Suspended in air for everybody to be looking at as a spectacle. All right? While her life was in shambles for the first time. You know what I'm saying? That usually can break a motherfucker. All right? And again, we got the sun in sackcloth, but I feel like things is turning around right now. That's not the case, but somebody still want to sneak and keep those damn 2 cups over here. And I'm like, what you talking about? What you talking about with this? So again, there's some type of union here, okay? And then again, maybe there is something here to this that, since it's in reverse now, because this pentacle is the only one that's covered with water here, and the soil, and whatever else here, okay? So I feel like somebody realized that, one of the women that they almost had, okay? And maybe they came back for her. Again, maybe they left the 99 to come back for the 1. And I don't know exactly what that means, but, whatever. And I feel like, look, just like what I said, that's the truth. I don't see nothing but truth and, like, all right, okay? Like, that's the way it's going to be. Is that what you're really saying? But, I mean, that's the truth. It's like drip. The drip. Okay? So, let's see. We want to look at this World card real quick before we close out. I think that was it. We read that, right? To wipe them out, utterly destroy those along the seacoast. Okay. And I'll execute terrible vengeance upon them to rebuke them for what they have done. And when all this happens, then they shall know that I am the Lord. Okay? So I feel like this is it. Just like Mike Jackson, I feel like this is it. Again, we had that star card come up there. But I don't see my World card. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like though any kind of juggling that I feel might have been going on may not be about to be going on anymore. And I feel like if something did happen to this King David energy or this masculine that was keeping some people in the dark, maybe, I think something like a change of heart may have happened here. Something about a son here. Oh, I don't know. Then I see this not so fast energy here. Air Jordan. I don't know. I feel like I see something here. Whatever. I can't trust none of these people. I feel like this is trying to say something here. Somebody's just trying to make it like this so that because they don't approve of probably the feminine energy. But the real masculine would never think that, even if that, whatever he knows, I don't think that he would think that. Damn. We got all these in reverse. Oh, and then the death. Look. Hold on, let me grab this. Because I want to say something about that. Okay. A war in heaven. Okay. 3 of Cups energy. Tower. Come on. Yeah, I feel like somebody thinks that they're going to be able to do this again. They want to ambush the Empress again. Because the wounded warrior, what is this? Is in reverse. And then this war in heaven, the Chariot is in reverse. The Hermit, there's no close watch on the Empress right now. But the fact that he rejected the Cup is in reverse though. So maybe he actually accepted the Cup. And that changed up the game here. No more sleepless nights, possibly. And again, I'm not a tarot reader. I'm just a storyteller here. But there's also nobody to stand to, block what's happening here. So this makes me think that there's a union that's happened behind my back with a Queen of Wands, but now she's in reverse. But if she's still available to work, then this means that this is somebody who I need to worry about then. That might have a sneaky conservatorship or a hidden marriage or something with even this masculine, the 30-year relationship or whatever, marriage. This could be somebody that's behind the scenes. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not accusing because I know that a lot of this is spell work done from a distance or stuff with paperwork and stuff like that. And if they can get rid of somebody or kill somebody off with like an insurance policy or something, like these are the professions of a lot of people on this land right now. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. Then this person could just show up and come around, you know what I'm saying? Or as a second person, a second wife, because we are dealing with, like I said, that kind of energy of those groups and their traditions. So the more and I'm not talking against these things, I'm just bringing them up to show them with the storyline, what we're talking about. But people, like I said, people don't listen. They just automatically get offended. They don't want to hear words that make them feel sad. And so that's what they do. All right, here you go. That's what they do. So I'm seeing a lot more here, right here. But whatever they do, they can't leave this person out in the cold now. And I feel like now the masculine is trying to say, if something like this had happened in the past, maybe this might have caused a rift or something. And he's saying, now you see why somebody had to do something that they did. Now this might even be changing something. Like this might even be, I don't know, changing, like your status or something has changed, or elevating you to a new position or a new job or something, into an angel or something. Like I got my angel now, like again, maybe this like a way for somebody to get into something here. Because again, being in this situation, you can't go back to normal no more. You just can't. So again, with the World card, we see the usually the Leo is on this side, I think. Okay, but we got the Lion and we have the cattle here. Okay, and when they're talking about these beasts of the field and fowl of the air and things, this is usually an eagle. Like I said, this is man or whatever, or these people as man. Okay, these are like the people that would have been there in the beginning, almost even. Okay, even the Ruach, right? See, because then she could be considered as man. That's what I meant. Okay. And then we have the eagle, the fowl of the air, and then we have the beast of the field, and then the cattle. So I think when this is talking about here, that the lions are about to get avenged, a vengeance on these people that are supposed to be the cattle. But because of law and lies, which law means lies in etymology, they have been able to take and spin this wheel in their direction for a very long time. And I feel like the ancestors are saying, no more. Now we see what's been going on, and it's a different dawn, it's a different day. And I feel like don't nothing come above indigenous law. I feel like that's what this is. They have been, because it said in that chapter, why do you always go to man and his laws or something like that? Okay. Instead of going to God. And that's why, because it's maritime people, okay, that are running the world from the east. It just is. I mean, this country or whatever, this nation. And they get equal, balanced, fair treatment. And the ones that have been here all along, they don't. Again, in the same time, it don't matter who's who, what. These energies here are walking away. And this is the earth that joined with the earth. All right. And whoever's dealing with them in between, he got polka dots and shit on his shirt, which I don't think that's really flattering, but it could be. I don't know. All right. But what's supporting him is the water. His legs or whatever these pillars are, they remind me of like pillars. This is what's supporting his movements across the land is the water. This also got that Russian. I don't know why I'm hearing the Kremlin or something too. Okay, a lot of red, or I'm just thinking that crimson red. Okay. Yeah, and then you got this little group of black people over here, sitting here with the wand or whatever. But this person got the sword, sneaking off with all your shit amongst thy tents. And then the rest of us, in hangman energy. But again, the hangman is upright. And this gives me energy of somebody getting a bright idea here. Okay? Yeah. While, again, the Eight of Swords is coming towards the Empress and people that's under pressure that have to put, and people don't even want to hear what you got to say, really. And then, again, in my instance, they block my channels and everything like that. Had that tight hold on it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that you are the herbalist. You are that temperance. You are that something. While they got to go to science and Fauci and them, you already carry whatever this is within you. This is why you could take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You don't really need a recipe. Maybe you need to see it one time, then you know how to make the shit again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that's it's already brewing in us. Whatever this is that can heal the earth is already in us or within the earth or the Empress or within somebody. Okay? And them lineages, and at those times, those lineages should be taken care of. They should be protected. But no, like I said, they have already messed around with these foreign women, and that separates that tie or whatever with the American women. And that's how we end up on the bottom all the time. It's not always the white man. I mean, it's just not. A lot of times it's the white or the pure American Indians, which some of our ancestors used to call themselves white or were written in as white. It was the ones that was being abused because they were pure or they were true. Make me think about that white hat energy. Again, the star energy is many a time those were the people that was being treated some kind of way. Being stripped naked and bare and still forced to work and pour out whatever information is going on in their head or within their dome or their temple. They still forced to pour it out on the earth that didn't want to hear it. And they poured it out on the water and they don't want to hear it. And then they actually a star, not even a falling star. This is actually a star. I don't like to use the term earth angel. It's just an angelic being that's here. And once she gets to her star power or quality, she may not even be here no more. That's just what I look at it as. And these seven pure are I guess maybe the pure angels or angelic beings that, due to her nakedness, she feel like she can't trust nobody. But shit, it's like these are the ones that as soon as she find out who they are, she holds on to them and honors them and loves them because she knows that these were pure. It's just a lot of times people are trying to hide who are the pure ones here. Okay, so again, we back at King David. So I don't know. Okay, Solomon is my what do you call it? So yeah, these groups. Oh yeah, these are the groups that's gonna love to sit there and say she practiced witchcraft. Look, she got them cards. But the Torah is in the tarot. We done proved it several times over. So back up with that and go on somewhere. They just can't take it. They can't take it. They can't take it. I promise you they can't. But again, the King of Pentacles to me, like I said, is King Solomon. All right, and David is the Four of Pentacles. So we're going to go ahead and stop there, and I'm going to come back with whatever we're going to do later on. I feel like this is actually somebody could be trying to flip the script and change this back around right now, but I feel like this is what it's talking about here. It just depends on who they calling these people here, okay? What tribes are now, who are in charge of those groups now, what's really going on. It's got to do a lot with, like, where people are being placed right now. nations have been built up, but most of the time, like I said, no matter who they are, most of these people cut off the cornerstone or the head of the family that was supposed to be with them learning the trade. And so that's what's going to kill off the rest of the generations, by allowing these people, and then they're going to die off. The men end up with these women, and then that's where the black widow energy come in. Once they see, oh, they can't live without their soul, because the American soul, or that solar energy, is going to come from those particular individuals. And so they're going to realize that they're missing a part of their soul and want to come back, or always be looking to. And this leads to rage, I feel, with some of these feminines. And they can get their boys, or they can do whatever they do, or put a little bit of something up in your food. Again, I was, some telling me today, don't even dare DoorDash no more right now. Everybody done got sick real quick, and that's what they like to do. And so it's like, don't even do it right now, because motherfuckers on your ass. Okay? And so that's just what I'm saying. All right? And then we're going to go ahead and come back to this later. Take care. It is